What's going on, you guys? So, Jaron Ennis versus Custio Clayton will be featured on the Jamal Charlo Brian Castano undercard as a co-main. The winner of this fight will be next in line to face Errol Spence Jr. for his IBF title. Hit that like button for your boy. Give me that HBO special. That's the Help a Brother Out special. We're on the road to 15,000 subscribers. Also, there's a super thanks button, a donation button. For those of you who appreciate the content, who appreciate the hard work your boy Bushido's putting in, feel free to donate to the channel via super thanks button. It's over there right next to the like button. So Jaron Ennis and Custio Clayton. Very interesting fight coming up this weekend. We haven't seen Custio Clayton since his controversial draw against Sergey Lipinets. But he has had a fight after that. It's just, we just didn't know about it. That's why I said the last time we seen him, right? Because he had a fight up in Canada, a 10-round unanimous decision against a guy really just, Custio Clayton's resume is lacking, right? But if we learned anything in boxing in the recent times, resumes don't mean shit. Who you fought, who you beat, what have you done? It really just means nothing. That's just stuff that fans use to protect their favorite fighters. We've seen what happened to Canelo Alvarez this past weekend against a guy with less than 20 fights at the time, right? Dimitri Bivol didn't ever have no significant names on his resume. Didn't necessarily beat any dominant world-beating type of fighters, but guess what? He went in there and beat Canelo Alvarez. So all this whole who he fought, who he beat stuff really means nothing. And this pertains to guys like Jaron Ennis and Custio Clayton. A lot of fans say who has Jaron Ennis beat, who has he fought. Really, it really don't matter who he beat or who he fought because he's been looking spectacular every time he steps in that damn ring. Custio Clayton, we haven't seen him in a while since his fight with Sergey Lipinets. But who is he beat? I guess it just really don't matter, right? Because any day could be your day, right? You can have an off night or any night. You have a good night or any night. And we go see in this fight. Whoever wins this fight is going to be next in line to face Errol Spence Jr. in the IBF. Now, this all pertains if Errol Spence Jr. is successful against Terrence Bud Crawford because there's a lot of guys that's going to be next in line to face Errol Spence Jr. or Terrence Crawford. We got Stanionis, we got Virgil. There's a lot of guys, young fighters that's waiting their turn. Their time will be coming soon. And Jaron Ennis is leading the pack as far as these young fighters in the welterweight division. He says that if he don't fight Crawford or Spence at 147, he will be seeing them at 154 because they can't run far. This is what Jaron Ennis says in regards to the big dogs in the division, the Big Fish Spence Jr. and Terrence Bud Crawford. But he has to get past Custio Clayton first this weekend. Custio Clayton could possibly be his toughest fight. It could possibly be one of his easiest fights. You just simply never know what's going to happen in boxing, but you can only go off of what you know. And Custio Clayton looks like he could possibly be one of the bigger opponents that Jaron Ennis face as far as size, right? He may not be a tall man, but he's a pretty solid dude. He's not a 140-pounder. He's actually a guy that campaigned at light middleweight, a.k.a. super welterweight, right? So he's going to be a sturdier guy than we're used to seeing Jaron in there with, right? He's going to be a bigger guy, a solid, more solid dude than we used to seeing Boots in there with. A lot of the other guys Jaron in his face, a lot of the criticism he's received is he's fought a lot of smaller guys, and he necessarily ain't fought nobody. But you see, your boy Bushido don't necessarily harp too much on the fact that they never really fought nobody, right? Because just because they ain't never fought nobody don't mean they can't beat somebody, right? So it's going to be a really interesting fight this weekend. One may say it's a welcoming party for Jaron Ennis. This is going to be his big fight leading up to his world title fight. But he has to get past Custio Clayton. Custio Clayton won't go down easy. And Custio Clayton will come to win, and he definitely going to come to fight. We'll see what happens. Like, subscribe, holler at your boy. Peace out.